can you see me?
What's up? Yep, I see you.
Okay.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back.
Hey.
It's been a week. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I even adjusted the cameras.
Okay.
And everybody's still.
Yeah, because we're far away.
That's, we'll fix it on the next one. We're working on it. I swear. Hopefully you guys can hear us okay.
Yep. Actually, let me. Hi. Okay.
Normally we would be playing heavy metal rights by now, but people still have lives and things they have to do. So that being said, welcome back.
Yep. This is our. We only have 1 or 2 people to play, so let's play a 1 or 2 person game.
Yep, that's how it goes. So, all that being said, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for sharing, liking, following, subscribing, and all that fun stuff. Quick disclaimer, we have a 5-year-old who will run down here and need mommy's attention because daddy's locked into the back of the dungeon master zone. So today we'll be playing another pickup game of Poltergeist, continuing on from our last game. I do think, though, in the next segment, we're going to force the heavy metal rights forward.
To get that back going.
Get that going forward, because we've been off long enough, so we'll just keep pushing through.
Okay. Make it work.
We'll make it work. That's what I do. We believe in magic. Anyway, that being said, diving in, when we last met in the city of Salem, Massachusetts, our group of ghosts, who, as you can see, some of them are not here, ended up dealing with a corrupt sheriff in a most violent fashion. And defeating Hitler. That's a good thing, right? That being said, the mass grave is going to be exhumed eventually. And it is now Halloween. And they're heading over to a witch's house named, we're just going to name her Wynn, to help Sue.
Jane.
Different game. Help Jane find a way to get to her bones and make her way to the other side. Hopefully without becoming a demon before then. So, that being said, in our last game, also, it is Halloween, and all of the kids are out with their Ouija boards, having it up in 1992. And Benson ended up getting kidnapped and tossed into a Ouija board trap, pulled into a house where they were pretty hard. They're fucked with pretty hard. And let's just say the nuns will never be a band.
Because we fucked with them right back.
Yeah, they had it coming. So, that being said, you guys are now heading down the street, heading towards the witch's house, and the sun's going down.
I'm a ghost.
Your mom has moved on. You also don't see her night friend either.
Oh, okay.
He's missing. You don't know where he's at.
Okay.
All that being said, you're passing other spirits on the streets. They're walking. Some you can kind of tell the era they're from, having been a ghost for this many years. But Benson and the other
His character sheet should be over there somewhere. Gabriel, isn't it Gabriel?
Gabriel, yeah, you're right. I need to drink some more of this. Gabriel and Benson look at you and go, "We're being exhumed." You see them.
What? Oh, yeah, they're in the mass grave. That was quick.
You see them.
Yeah. Congratulations.
They disappear. You were alone on the road. Now, after speaking with the mayor, he pointed you towards a witch, the old dead mayor. You also are owed a favor by a demonic entity named Lou for having captured Hitler.
Okay.
I wonder who Lou is. The dog.
Always good to have a favor from him. It's always good to keep that in your pocket.
I got favors.
Yeah.
So, you keep moving.
Yeah, no reason not to.
Okay. So as you keep moving, you make your way 3/4 down the road to this woman's house. And you can see kids are like taking pictures outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see the woman standing outside, you assume to be Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see what looks to be some sort of soldier standing out front, just kind of staring and glaring at these kids. Because they have their parents' cameras out with the big camcorders.
Uh-huh.
From, it's 1992. And they're like bothering this woman.
Uh-huh.
And her house is overgrown with flowers and bushes with thorns. I mean, and
Like straight out of a fairy tale kind of witch house in the woods.
kinda,
Yeah.
but like more neglected city finds type of front yard, but somehow it looks nice. And you see this soldier just kind of, these goes, staring daggers into these kids, and you hear her as you keep approaching, "Get the hell off my property! Is it true you commune with the dead? We have called the Necropolis ghost hunters, and they're going to come talk to you. You need to get yourself right with the Lord." And these kids, they're looking like they're 17 or 18.
Uh-huh.
And they got, they're trying to be
Uh-huh.
documenteers, if you will, if that's a word.
Uh-huh.
And they're wearing like your traditional like fall outfits you would have here
Sweaters
in the
and
state of Ohio. Split flannels and ripped jeans and like
the grunge era.
kinda, yeah.
It's 92.
Yes.
You're going to hear that a lot in the stream, just more as a
It's
reminder
92.
to us. It's 92.
It's Kurt Cobain
The
time.
age of all, we all remember 92.
Yeah.
It's a little hazy, but we remember.
You're little, but
The 80s were better.
See these gray hairs, their cheeks are shit. We are the last generation of feral kids, just so you know. That being said, the last generation of feral kids, what are we doing?
Is it right if I grab some coffee?
Yeah, go.
Go. Did you make enough for me?
I made a full pot.
Give me some, please. Thank you. Thank you from the family.
Jane is, when she gets close enough to think it'll work, can she try and start making their camcorders glitch out?
They have
Shut them off if I can.
they have like these homemade EM specter things that kind of look like something out of Ghostbusters.
Uh-huh. Cool. Ooh. I mean, it's already, if it actually works, it's already going to go crazy, but can I make it go
It don't work.
super crazy? Can
You
I
can
make
try.
it work? Can I
You
make it
can
go
try.
crazy? Yeah.
Certifiably try. Certified certifications.
That's a 3.
That's a fail.
Okay, what was
Like-
that? Energy? Energy?
That would be more of an energy thing.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
pull up and you kind of see it as you like kind of flick it with your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Their camcorder does a little bit of like a tracking issue,
Mm-hmm.
where you have to like hit pause,
Mm-hmm.
rewind, start, forward, pause, play to get the tape to straighten out.
Uh-huh.
But that's about all it does.
Not enough, more of a nuisance, like, why isn't my camera working? And then wait, what's going on?
Yeah, but they're like so distracted because this woman is now like came outside with a pot of grits,
Uh-huh.
like hot grits,
Uh-huh.
and she throws them but misses the kids and they run off.
Okay. Okay, cool. They're gone. Alright.
And she's a heavy-set older white woman. She's got her hair back, or her hair's like pulled back, but she's got one of those headbands. It's multiple colors, like white, and it's tie-dye.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tied up here in the front, a really
Yeah.
neat bow.
Yeah.
And she's got she's got a tie-dye shirt on, but she's got one of those triangular purple lacy.
A poncho?
Yeah,
Okay.
a purpley lacy poncho over, and she's wearing like older black slacks. I call them slacks because that's what they look like. They are the epitome of like, older person slacks.
Okay.
And you see her, what are you doing? You also see a soldier standing there. He kind of looks over at you. Wayne, if you could explain to everybody what you look like.
As a dead person?
Sure. Well, you're a ghost.
You're a
So
ghost.
you can
So-
look either how you were in life or how you look when you died.
Big long blue coat on. Well, I can't sit color.
Well, you gotta sit down.
Sit down, put your mic back on, and then start talking.
Distracted.
As he stirs his coffee with a knife.
I do have my switchlight.
on. Have a blue coat on.
Long. There are several holes, obviously, in my chest.
Okay.
I have I'm a general.
Okay.
My
Which
legs.
general?
Hancock.
You're General Hancock.
Well, I was.
You can't play.
I was one of his staff officers. How about that?
Okay.
I was a colonel from Maine
Okay, we'll say you were a colonel from Maine.
who died at the wall on the third day.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no leg.
Legs?
Basically, it's gone. But it's like it's there, but it's not there. I mean, like you can see me walk, but it's not there. There's a hole in my head, and half of what? What?
Showing it off.
I know. I picked that personally. It took me a while. Really gaunt, not heavy, like not like super unhealthy thin, but wiry. Just like I just walked out of a camp,
Okay.
but not bad. Just malnourished as hell. How about that? And what am I doing? I'm just standing there. Black.
You're just standing here, but you also see another.
I look like
another
a.
spirit walk up to you.
I look like a
You-
riding
Will
officer.
you describe yourself to him?
Yeah, you've just been like standing next to this woman, just looking menacing, even though nobody
Nobody sees
can
me.
see you. Yeah.
Okay.
Standing outside of a witch's house, watching these kids act like shit.
Is the camera
They
working?
just ran off
They just
Oh.
because she threw hot grits at him.
Okay. I was gonna
And
take.
then you see me walking up. I gotta get my notes here because I haven't explained what she looks like in a minute. Young white girl, blonde hair, green eyes, hair is pulled back very simply. She's dressed in just a long skirt, buttoned up blouse. She doesn't show like her signs of death. She looked like she did in life. You're not seeing the marks or anything. But she is also missing, from your perspective, she is missing an arm and a leg because those have been taken care of.
You recognize that as somebody who's trying to move on piece by piece.
Yeah.
So those parts aren't like chopped off or missing. They're just no longer a part of this plane.
That would
They've
explain a
moved
lot
on
of
to the
ghosts just walking the battlefields. They're looking for stuff.
She's gonna walk up directly to you. She's clocked the woman. You see her try to fuck with these kids, and it didn't really work, and they ran off.
Yeah.
She clocks the witch, and then she's gonna walk up directly to you and go,
I'm next to the woman, right?
"Yeah."
Okay.
And just be like, "Hey, before I start, hi, I'm Jane. Before I start talking to her, does she know you're here? Does she know we're here?"
I look up at the sky, and I look down at her because she's short, right?
She's about regular height, 5'5".
I was like, wow. I bet when you were alive, I can't even talk right today. When you were alive, I bet you were into a lot of mischief.
You say that to her?
Yeah.
Nice and dark.
Yeah. I don't think nobody knows I'm here. I've been here quite a while. Oh, I do know I'm dead. Is that fair?
Yeah, everybody knows it.
All right. That's part of the process of moving on anyway.
So you are still trying to figure out where your body parts are, which is why you're at the
Not in
witch's
Maine.
house. Huh?
Nothing. I'm like, not in Maine.
So that being
Typical soldier, he could be anywhere.
said, you converse a little bit more outside. You gauge her. She knows she's not bullshit. She's not like some charlatan witch. She's legitimate, but
Oh, she's an actual witch, not just got accused of.
she's a legitimate. Well, I'll just say
Oh, you can't
witch
say
is
witch.
so relative to today's commonality, but like I'm talking like
Yeah.
she's pagan and understands what she's doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go full religious with this. I'm trying to keep it light, but she knows what she's doing.
It's not a people think she's weird, so they've accused her of being
No, she's legitimate.
witch, crazy, pointed hat, trying to poison people. She's an actual like studying of the
Art.
She's studying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's weird is you can smell the food in her house,
Mm-hmm.
but you really can't smell a lot of anything unless it's something really potent. You can smell the food in her house, and she's mumbling to herself.
What's she saying?
She's like, you can hear her. She's like, these kids, they keep bothering me. Oh, if my husband was still alive, well, we'd be dealing with this. We'd move back to. You don't catch what she says, but you do catch that. She's like, and of course it's Halloween, and everybody's gonna be here. I got work to do.
Okay.
What does she have to do?
But like, there's some sort of energy coming from her house,
Oh, really?
like an inviting energy.
A portal.
Is she walking back in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
She
follow her.
like turns, and she walks in. Do you guys scoot in there real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of follow. It's kind of like, because obviously something I'm noticing is like something's weird. Something's going on. So I just want to check it out.
You walk in, and underneath there's a small round table. And if you look up at the decor in her house, she does tarot card readings. She's a palm reader, and she does speak with the dead sort of things for like long dead relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, where's my inheritance type of thing.
Mm.
She's won awards from the government
Mhm.
for like actually helping solve mysteries.
Murders and stuff.
She's legit.
Mhm.
She looks kind of funded. She's not wealthy. Her house is a wreck. And I don't mean that in the sense of it's falling apart. It's just, it's clustering
Cluttered.
shit everywhere. But there's something underneath sheer cloth sitting
Mhm.
in like the middle of her table. Kind of like a orb looking type of shape.
Mm-hmm.
But the energy is really powerful from it. And then you guys
Sure.
get an energy and something hits you in the head and you hear a voice.
The Emerald Isles.
Yeah, the Emerald Isles welcome you. So she is a witch of the Emerald Isles.
I have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Or a notebook.
I really gotta get like multiple notebooks because I've now got 3 different games.
I just say we just buy, well, I'll buy a bunch of composition books for people and they just leave them here.
Mm-hmm.
One for each game. And they're cheap. They're not-
No, they're like 15 cents a piece.
Wide rule,
Yeah.
old fashioned. Nobody gives a shit. Yeah.
Don't know nothing.
All right,
Zedial
Emerald
shit. Huh?
Isle.
Okay.
Is that island like island or isles?
Isles. Islays.
Emerald Isle.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain.
Weird
right
voice.
now, I had a long, cold week at work.
Yeah, you did.
A little
Well, my legs sound like the old fashioned vinyl.
crack, crack.
Click some pops of white noise.
Okay,
Okay.
so what are you guys doing? She's
Can I
heading into the kitchen.
send her to the kitchen? Can I just try and like speak with her, get her attention? Like, hey, excuse me. Hello?
You make an energy thing. Energy roll.
2.
When you
Just get her
speak,
me.
when you speak, you hear a tone come from the thing on the table. All she hears is.
See what's wrong.
I need you to roll a d6.
Alright, I mean, yeah, she's gonna walk back to that. As soon as she heard it, she walked around and went back to that. That's another 2.
You see her teleported into the chair across from her.
Ooh,
There's 3 chairs.
So she just automatically sits in the chair, just
Yeah, she's locked
like
in.
bloop bloop.
she got yoinked. Yeah.
Okay.
So you are now you can move,
Uh-huh.
but you don't really want to. You can get up and
Okay.
walk away if you wanted to, but you don't want to.
Uh-huh.
Weirdly,
But I got you into the chair. She did.
you did.
Oh shit.
You're
Okay.
locked into the chair. You could get up, but you don't feel as though you want to.
No. This is kind of exactly what I need.
She turns. Ah! My first visitors! She walks over. She walks through you. Because you're non-conforming.
Shit! What the fuck, lady? Oh, I'm dead.
You, see her sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her pull this. You guys are like moths to a flame for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You see her pull the cloth off. So, what can Miss Wynn help you with today?
Does she see me?
Happy Halloween. I hope the veil isn't causing you problems. Speak. Now, you have advantage on your speaking rolls,
Okay.
and you have up to 4 with this ball for free.
Okay. Am I getting this before I start talking? Am I getting the sense? I don't know if I'm gonna read it. I probably read it. Am I getting the sense that she can see us, or is she just like talking to the air?
Air.
But the knowledge is
Air.
there?
She cannot see you.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I wrote down the dude's name.
Oh, I forgot to mention that.
I might have. I might have.
When sorry.
Was Father? I've got a name here. I just don't know which priest it was.
Yeah.
Was Father Donnelly the living priest that went and got the paperwork to exhume that mass grave, or was he the priest that I knew from when I was alive that I talked to?
What's the other
here?
priest?
I don't know. I only have one name here. It's Father Donnelly. I don't know which one it was.
I believe it was Father Donnelly that you spoke with.
Okay.
It's been a hectic week, and I've got to review.
I can't. Bro, my notes are bullshit. If we're being completely honest, it's
It's
just
a pickup game.
names and locations.
It's a pickup game.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
Father, my name is Jane Thurston. Father Donnelly sent me here. He thinks she may have information on me on the whereabouts of the rest of my remains.
Roll with advantage.
Both 4s.
Okay. Here's what she hears. At me. Ah, you're looking for your body. Well, when and where did you die? No, that's a free one. So you just put like
Oh.
one check mark. So like instead of like marking your boxes, just you get 4 things you can
Yeah,
say.
no, I've got that separate. I just want to
1,
keep track.
2, 3, 4, and then you're done.
Yeah, I've got that separated. I
okay.
just want to keep track.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay. So that was 1.
Mhm. I died here in 1692. The witch trials.
Roll with advantage. Meaning she gets an extra dice and have a chance to roll high.
Both 4s again.
Hey, at least you got some.
Turning it around,
Mhm.
alright? Okay. I died. Salem witch trials. She gets the information. Ah! Were you a witch? Or were you not? I'm assuming not, because you're still here. So. And she's just looking around. She don't know where you're at. And she touches the orb.
Okay.
And you feel compelled to answer her next question, which is, where is your body? Which means you have 1 free answer. And
Okay.
you also see that the orb is getting hot when she touches it,
Okay.
so she has to like pull her hand back.
How is there like a number of words? Or can I
Yes, say it.
all over my parents? You don't do that.
Fuck your voice up.
All over my parents unburied me and sent. God, this will sound awful. Unburied me, chopped me up, and sent my remains to various family members.
She hears it. That's terrible. Which parts are you looking for? If I'm gonna give you a hint. Get to the meat and potatoes of what you're trying to get her to do.
Yeah.
Because like she'll just keep asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
She's more inquisitive of you
Mm.
than you are of her, and you're just trying to get something done.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because I don't want you to blow all of your turns just entertaining her bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Because she'll keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Which, by the way, while you're thinking that up,
Yeah.
you feel a presence outside. An old presence.
Older than me or just old?
Older than you.
Huh.
Older than you. And you hear and feel an emotion like suffering. And it just came like a car just passed and stopped. And you just feel this old pain, suffering. Like someone's in trouble. Outside the house.
Man. Well, I'm a ghost. A weapon wouldn't work. I just look at the. No. Well, I mean, there have been. Anyway. I look at the window.
You see what looks like an old hearse.
Buggy?
Great big, no, a hearse from like the 70s.
Oh.
And you see a bunch of weird contraptions on the top of it that spin and articulate. And then you see some guys getting out and they're rolling out like where the coffin rack would have been.
Yeah.
A bunch of equipment and they're putting it on their belts and they got a clipboard out. But what you notice is there's this spinning energy above the car.
Yeah.
And you can see ghosts are trapped in it, just getting blendered. This whoa. They can't get free, they're stuck. Floating above the car. And they're trying to get out and they're screaming for help.
How many of them are there?
How many of who?
Guys in the hearse.
3. And no, it's not the Ghostbusters.
No.
Most of it.
Obviously, it's probably something. Can I do anything to the car?
Like what?
You feel that
Kill the engine?
You can try.
Or-
I take this.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm dead. I don't know what that is.
You know what things
You've been
are up to
around.
92. You've been dead for 100 years, but like, it's not like you're aloof to your surroundings.
Like, oh, there's a black person walking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
No.
not.
No. Is there any way I can communicate to her to let her know what's going on?
To who?
Her character.
You can try.
I'm like, come out here. Look at this. It looks weird. Not good.
And they're coming up to the house.
Yeah.
On the side of the car, it says, "The Necropolis Ghost Hunters of New Mexico."
Right? New Mexico. I think it's time we leave. These people don't look good.
You hear that?
Busy.
Okay.
She's not concerned.
Okay, so
She's focused on this.
There is something I want to do.
Okay. Listen. Talking to her.
Yeah.
Listen. I was told you may know where the bones of Jane Thurston are. There's some nearby. Any clue, please help me.
Roll. With advantage.
Oh, can't do better than that. Both sixes.
Mm.
You see her eyes go wide. Jane Thurston. Welcome home. I have something for you. And she stands up and she goes, follow me. But you can't. Try. Roll a d6.
6.
You break through the attractive energy of this orb
Mm-hmm.
and you walk behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes into the cellar
Okay.
and into another cellar
Oh.
below that cellar.
Oh, fun.
And then
Hmm.
she walks you down a tunnel.
Oh, can I?
This is a necropolis. And you feel something.
Mm-hmm.
You feel your leg bone. Your other
She
leg.
has it.
Mm.
But you also see ghosts down here,
Uh-huh.
just staring at their bones. Hundreds of them.
Uh-huh.
Hundreds of ghosts under this house. Now, if this was Dungeons and Dragons, I would make them make an intelligence check. But I'm going to tell you because I'm like that. She hasn't been collecting this. She discovered this by accident.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't made the connection that these need to be exhumed and taken care of. So these people can move on.
Mhm.
You're seeing a lot of pilgrims down here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the original pilgrims who settled in Maine, in Massachusetts,
Wow.
in other territories.
Uh-huh.
And they haven't moved on because they were just buried down
Very
here.
different.
Never given last rites. Some of them give you the creeps.
Mhm.
There are some who are like an eighth of an inch away from being a demon.
Mm-hmm.
You sense it. They don't hurt you or anything. They're just there.
Mm-hmm.
And she walks you over to a little shoebox.
Okay.
She pulls out your leg bones. I believe these are yours.
Oh, I'm gonna turn.
I'll say you gotta roll it straight because there's no advantage because you're not around the orb.
Great. That's a 4.
Success.
Okay.
What do you
Action-
do?
action?
She sees it hover
I'm gonna call that an action.
and she. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Would you like me? What would you like me to do with these?
Wait, how many does she have?
Just one of your legs.
Okay.
So now you're going to be without an arm and a leg, well, 2 legs. If she successfully gets these to the proper people.
Okay. Okay. How do I tell a witch to go talk to a priest?
Mhm. What?
That's a real question, isn't it? How do I tell a witch to talk to a priest? That will be the caption for the YouTube channel.
That's a great question.
Write that down.
That is a really great question.
That is. Anybody at home? It's almost a knock joke.
No.
Or it's almost like one of those dirty jokes you used to tell your friends when you were in high school.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna try and. Hey, can I do? That's a lot of things, but I have a lot going on
You do?
today still. 'Cause I didn't do much the day before.
Yes. She,
So
she
can
puts
I-
the bone back in the box gently.
I'm still open.
We'll see.
Okay.
You're still holding it.
Okay.
She tries to grab it, but you
Uh-huh.
understand. What do you need done? And then you feel this energy come from her right pocket.
Okay.
In her, like, underneath her poncho, she's got like a half belt apron on.
Okay.
This chalk glows. I have a board upstairs you can use to speak with me. I'll set it down upstairs and you can tell me what you need.
Can I just try to... I'm just gonna try and talk to her right now. Call Father... and shit dude's name. No, because Father Donnelly was the...
Oh, that father?
The live father. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make the roll.
That's a 6.
And what else did you want to say?
These bones need properly consecrated. And he needs to know about this place. Everyone down here can move on if he knows about this place.
She has a look of worry on her face. I'm just going to say spectrally, you relay the shorts of what you're trying to say.
Mhm.
It's more like consecrate bones, Father of the blank church. Right? There's others here. Help them. Is more or less what she gets from what you're saying. And you see her. Now listen. People come here almost daily and bother me at my home. If you're telling me everyone here, down here, needs to be at the church, I'll try to make it so, but it's going to be a problem for me. So letting you know that I may have to stop what I'm doing. I can no longer help the ghosts or the spirits or specters of the past. Because I need their energy to power my crystal.
Oh, so she basically got wait, more or less got them trapped there to try and...
Not on purpose. You're getting the sense that she doesn't realize what she has or how it's working. She just knows it works. Hey, it's working. You know, it's like gravity. It works. How's it work?
Don't ask.
It's like that. It's like that. She's not aloof to plight. It's just she doesn't know what to do. And she doesn't want to go out of business necessarily, but she also doesn't want to see anybody talk. She don't know what to do.
Okay.
Does that make sense? She's more of in a quandary for self-preservation, as opposed to she wants to help, but she also wants to, make sure she can keep helping. See the problem there? It's kind of one of those things of the old days of, oh, my goal is to go out of business one day. After I've helped everybody I can help. Well, we all know that, it never happens.
Mhm.
One of those things. So, she starts to take you upstairs, and
Okay.
there's a chalk out,
Okay.
up the first cellar,
Uh-huh.
going up the stairs, when you hear them knocking on the door. And lean that way off camera.
I don't do anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be weird for him to do something.
No, I mean, they can't get in the house. It's illegal. It's 92 still. I mean, come on. You can't just go in somebody's
Let me
house.
see what these guys want to do.
Because I'll just punch them off the porch.
Continuously to hard knock on the house and start to look through the windows.
Um,
Roll a d6 for me. Are you're looking out the window still?
no, I was
Okay.
going to ask you a question.
No, go ahead.
Can I make... Can you, as a ghost, can you shoot people that are... Can you send them mental images of what happened to themselves if they are gifted enough? So, you know what I mean? Like
You can
psychic?
Try, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can impart that if you can try to do that.
Okay. I just wondered because that's 4.
4 is a success. What are you trying to send? And you got to mark that off as an energy point
Um,
spent. So put an X in one of your boxes.
just, oh no, I don't want to get too evil. Can't send them dread. Action point, where's that at?
It's energy.
Energy, okay.
Just
Um, okay, I'm gonna have to do it. I want to pull up, I want to see if I can send them a mental image in their heads of some of the most frightening things I've ever seen in my time.
okay.
To the point where, you know, when you get so scared, you just like, the hitting thing in your stomach, you're just like, okay, you need to run. Like, you need to go.
Okay.
They don't see me, just that's in their head.
What'd you roll?
4.
4. They receive it, and you see them start to like look around, and you're like, the camcorder comes up. You got 2 of them, and they look fucking scared to death. We're in the right place, guys. Okay, we're outside Old Lady Wynn's house. We were told about this place by some kids, and that was a ghost.
I don't know why a ghost needed a butter knife.
Trying to send you a message. You didn't butter your toast. I'm over here like triple fisting caffeine. I'm doing great. I got coffee,
A Pepsi and an energy drink.
a Pepsi, and an energy drink. I'm
And the coffee cup that makes a statement.
still tired. To tell you something. Anyway, so he's got both camcorders up. We're in the right place, guys. I'm so scared. Oh my God, they were right. They didn't lie. It was worth the trip. And you see the one kid, he's got that long cabled cord mic with the big fuzzy nonsense on the top of the mic, and he's like, We're the Necropolis Ghost Hunters out of New Mexico. We're in Salem, Massachusetts on Halloween night. And the guy's got like the really heavy amount of hair gel on the top of his head. To where it almost looks like a river, you know?
I actually had that
Black
look.
hair, and I mean, his hair is cut crispy. And the other guy's kind of heavy set with the cameras. He's got a beard, and he kind of looks like that dude from Twister. Food. That guy.
Food!
He looks like that guy.
It's the wonder of nature, baby.
Yeah. And they're the other guy's just like got his readers out doing this, and like their readers are working.
Okay.
And you see their host, quote unquote host. I'm Jim Jackson. Dum dum dum. We're gonna bust these ghosts. We're gonna get them. We got the ghost of Napoleon. We got the ghost of Custer. We got the ghost. And he goes on like all these, like the ghost of all these, and like
Ridiculous
the
things.
Maldives. We got the ghost of Africa. In all these places they went. They're making all these claims.
And actually,
You're
it's not,
getting a little energy from that location. So they're boom, 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 boom. And you're starting to hear this as she's coming up the stairs. She's like, oh God, these people don't stop. She scurries over to the chalkboard and sets it down. Like, tell me what you need done.
I'm just gonna write, can I help?
Without problem. Let's see if she wants your help. Please. With a 6. So you hear her say, please help.
okay, I run to them. I disappeared.
They're still on the front porch.
Uh-huh.
And like one of them accidentally knocks over one of her plants.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like they lift up her welcome mat to see if there's anything under it and put it down, and then they start like moving the swing to see if it reacts. Now there's ghosts forming up outside. And then you feel a presence. And you see something move in the corner. It's a gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
It looks at you,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like the traditional gargoyles
Yeah.
you see up on like
Mhm.
Gotham's wall.
Yeah.
All right.
Help mommy.
Yeah, I'm gonna help mommy. Hey, see that car over there? Can you get those ghosties out of it for me? They're all trapped.
It's out this deafening scream,
Uh-huh.
but they hear it outside.
Good.
And she's like,
Got it covered up.
yeah, she's trying to lie. You're now seeing the door flex. They're pounding so hard. She picks up the phone and calls the police.
Good.
She screams, "Go away!" You see the gargoyle through the window.
Hmm. Do we see it?
You
That's
see
what
this
I
thing,
want.
and
Do they see it?
it's the size of Gozer. It's like a big wolf dog thing with wings and teeth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Sounds like my dog at home.
hold him
You
away from her.
see and hear outside the car alarms start going off. One of the early ones.
Uh-huh.
As you start to see the front end of the car start hopping. They can't, but then it stops.
Uh-huh.
And then you hear this wailing, beckoing howl
Mm-hmm.
from the gargoyle as it's now sucked into the car.
Like the car sucked it in.
And do you look out the windows?
I'm going outside.
As you go outside, you set off all of their EM meters.
Good.
They're right here! And you see him start to pull out a wand. You feel pain. Like, it's like a stick from another country, but there's inscriptions and stuff on it. You start to feel pain. You take one holy day. They're somewhere over here! What are you doing?
I try to communicate with the lady.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, half of my head's gone. Can I really even talk to her?
It's like there. It's like it's been filled in. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay.
It's not like you're looking at her like a gross object.
All right. It's like they're capturing all of us above their car. They sucked in the gargoyle.
When you speak, her thing goes off again. Boom. Boom. She sits down with the phone, her cordless phone in her hand. Yes, I know. Speak with me. Speak. And she touches the orb. You get one free speak. And then
It'll be a
her
long,
hand
drawn-out
starts to
sentence.
Smoke, and she has to pull it away.
It was like they captured your gargoyle above the car. The ghosts are the Ghostbuster people are taking all of the spirits and using them for their power. And I just
See her eyes. I think I have this handled. And you hear on the phone through the radio waves, we have officers on their way, man. Just stay in the house. Thank you. He puts both hands and starts to make an incantation in the air and then touch the orb. She speaks some old language no one understands, long forgotten, into this orb. And before you know it, a cloud moves through the house and hundreds of specters are now at her command.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to bring you here, but these people are a problem. They're just like staring at her. Like she's got a hole in her or something. Can you help me? Some say no. Or say no.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them aren't really willing to help.
Mm-hmm.
Say for one.
Mhm.
And you know this demon.
Okay, I'm outside.
You're outside. Make a d6 roll for me.
2.
2.
Mhm.
You start to get pulled towards the car.
Okay.
You start to hear sirens.
Okay.
You see the gargoyles been sucked into the cars, whirling vortex above it. But you also see Revolutionary War soldiers. You see like tribes of Zimbabwe people floating above the car. But
You said there were other spirits like gathering around. Is it like them being sucked towards the car, or are they just curious to what's going on?
they were summoned by this woman. Like there's hundreds outside.
Okay. Can I just call to them? Because it looks like they're just standing there. And I just like call to them, like, hey, keep these guys, just keep them away from the house, and let's get them free. Pointing to the ones above the.
Roll a d6.
That's a 4.
They all look at you. Jane.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
And you see them walk up behind these three guys who are now trying to pick the lock to get into the house.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. They're brazen people.
Oh, they're ignorant. Oh.
And you see these kids who were there initially at the house, not but maybe half an hour ago, come back with their camcorder. And they're watching as these poltergeists rip them off the front porch, and you see the car start to smoke and then catch fire. As you see what looks like a long dead construction worker from the 80s just reach in and grab a handful of wires and just start touching shit like this and just making painful noises with the car and start starting, and it's hopping up and down. One of the guys is rendered unconscious and bloody, leaned up against the car, getting kicked in the face by 20 or 30 of these specters. You see him go out and fall over, while the other two are being assailed, scratched, rendered, and like the cameras are smoking and on fire on the ground. The guy's burnt both of his hands with like third-degree burns from camcorders exploding.
Are the kids' camcorders still working?
For now.
Okay. Can I yell stop? Because I don't want these guys to actually die.
They're about to kill them.
Yeah.
Can I do something real quick?
Yeah. You roll. What do you want to do?
That's a 5.
Oh, here's a good
They stop and look at you. They go away. And you see these guys. One of them's like having a seizure on the ground. The other guy is not kidding. The host has pissed himself and is trying to climb back into the car. But now you start to hear come from the car as something starting to destabilize. You start to see the car. What are you doing?
Well, it's too late. I was going to drop a brick off the ceiling and hit one of the camera people. I actually had a question. This is a really good question. You're gonna get this question.
Push the chimney onto them.
No. You know how spirits can drain the energy out of electronic equipment?
Yeah.
And you know how you use one energy for whatever, right? Now, can you do that and recharge yourself and make you superpower?
I'm gonna say no, because it would take more energy than you have to do something. So you'd need like some sort of item with you or on you somehow. Like a soul gem or some sort of ancient item of actual power.
So I can't just say, oh, I have a tattoo or whatever.
No.
All right.
I have a tattoo of protection.
You know what I want to do? I'm going to lift the car off the ground and I'm going to shoot it into the sky. That's a lot of power.
That would eliminate you for the rest of the day. That would take everything you have if you succeeded.
But I can still talk and stuff.
You would disappear, and then you would reappear back at the house the next day. That's
No,
how that would have to
no.
work. It
That's
would
too
like
much.
use all of your physical and energy points that you have if you succeeded. Otherwise, you'd blow all of your energy points and fail.
Can I make the car explode? Without anybody in it?
No,
Okay.
no, like right now, it's already on fire. Like it's smoking.
Are there ghosts still pummeling these people?
No, they're gone. You see her say, "Please stop."
Do I?
And they stop and disappear, including all the ghosts in her house.
All right. Well, I guess I don't do anything. I just look around. I just wonder if there's any ghosts that I know. Like, you see any soldiers? Some of the whatever.
There's so many everywhere.
I know.
It's
frightening.
Like you see demons popping in and out. You also see balls of energy. Try to get them.
I mean, orbs?
Yes.
I touch an orb. I touch it.
You get burned.
Okay.
Take 1 holy damage.
Oh, it's a holy thing.
I could have told you that.
I didn't know it was a holy thing.
It's pretty much the never-ending war between angels and demons.
Okay. Well, that's good to
Angel
know.
balls.
Orbs are bad.
Yeah. Finger guns.
Orbs hurt.
Orbs hurt.
What's
Hey.
going on with the spirits that were trapped on top of the car?
Boom. 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 And you start to see the car. And you see the roof. As the gargoyle. Screams in the host's face through the window as he's like. He faints.
Okay.
And everyone is let loose.
Okay.
You look into the back of the car.
Mhm.
You see they have some sort of gyroscopic energy device surrounding some sort of gem that is now broken and destroyed.
Okay.
Is the device or the gem broken?
All of it.
Okay.
But you know there was a gem there. You sense gems. Gems have power. In most sense. Not all, but some. Many. Not important. What is important is it's broken. And now that it's broken, you see probably 400 or 500 ghosts
Mm-hmm.
wandering the streets. And you see one short little man.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of short for a guy.
Mm-hmm.
5, maybe.
Okay.
Big hat.
Okay.
Puts his hand in this pocket. Blue coat. Tan trousers. High socks.
I salute him.
She just thinks he looks weird.
Hello? What is your name?
My name?
What is your name?
My name is Colonel Bohannon.
Colonel. I am Napoleon Bonaparte.
I kind of.
I thank you. I thank you for helping us escape these people, I guess. Interruption. Been in there for a year. I am busy.
Well, sir, before you leave, may I say one thing?
Of course. Thank you.
I hope your spirit returns to France.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Hmm.
One of me.
Hmm.
And what is your name? I heard Jane.
Yes, hi.
Oh, Jane. Jane. I think I know your mother. Yes.
Mhm.
She helped many of us.
Seems she got around. Yeah.
Yes. The legend of your mother will never die amongst the spirits. Now I must go. But Napoleon, me, thanks you. I salute you. And the green spectral dust.
He passed on.
Well,
He passed. Oh,
they just
Oh.
heading
He
back. Probably
teleported.
heading back.
he said au revoir. Yeah.
He teleported.
I'm just like, well, at least they weren't flying completely. How much?
But you see a bunch of other spirits on the road
Mhm.
that should be here. Like, you see tribal people
Mhm.
from ages ago.
Mhm.
You mean indigenous?
Indigenous, not to this continent.
Oh.
Like
when they were
African tribes.
Talking about all the spirits they captured all around the world.
Oh, I think you meant
like.
I thought you meant like the first people, like huts and living in
Yeah.
caves and
Yeah.
just discovered a language. People.
Yeah.
Then you see one step forward.
Mhm.
Heavy boots, thick boots, captain's boots. This is some sort of ship captain.
Mhm.
I look right at him.
All right.
Hello.
May I help you,
Where are
sir? America,
we? Which part?
Salem.
Massachusetts.
Depends on how.
Oh. He looks down at these three people who are now crippled. And
I was going to say, where the cops? Tell
They
me
pull
that
up. And then you start to hear an ambulance
Mhm.
and a fire truck coming.
Okay.
And you see the lady step out on the porch. Me? Who are you? And he's got like a heavy captain's coat.
I just said.
From like the 1700s. I didn't hear you.
Okay.
I'm doof.
Okay.
Yes.
Real quick, while I'm kind of staring at the sky, about to engage in conversation with them, are the teenagers still around?
They are. They're recording.
Really?
As you can see,
Hold that thought.
these specters just beat up the necropolis people from New Mexico. And they got like the ripped jeans, and one of them's got a skateboard. And he's got his camcorder up.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna actually work or not, but just for giggles, I'm gonna do it right in the one kid's ear, the whoever's recording. Like, give it to the police now,
Roll a decent.
because they've got video of these ghost catcher dudes trying to break into this woman's house. Damn it, it's a 1.
They're too. They can't really hear because of the sirens, the pitchiness, and the frequencies it gives off. It's kind of annoying. You know, the sirens back then were very, very, very loud.
Actually, hear
Yeah,
them,
you can hear them through a building.
how they should be.
Yeah.
I'd like to point at their phones and try to drain all the power
Well, they don't
out.
have. It's 92.
What are they recording with? Whatever.
Big camcorders.
Dude, they would just die. The battery would just get drained out.
Maybe not.
I'd like to try.
No good shot. But anyway, you want to try to drain that?
All of
Make a
it.
roll. Make a roll. Mark off an energy.
That was bad. I got a 1.
Mark off one energy. Okay. So, you see the police pull up. Miss Wynn. Oh. You people never learn. And you see this cop pull out his slick stick.
Oh.
And he's like, I arrested them last week.
Oh yeah. I run back.
And
Okay.
because I caught him breaking into the church.
Oh.
You see the one guy who pissed himself. Yeah. She's real, dipshit. And you see him like old school police this guy up. Just boot on the head, handcuffs, not nice about it.
Smacked your head on the door.
Artifact pulls up. The frequency kind of hurts your guys' ears as specters. You kind of fades in and out for a second. But you see the big ship captain, something, just watching this in film. Glad I'm not alive these days.
So,
I used to run from people like this.
sir, what is your name?
Well, and he pulls out a great big saber. They call me Blackbeard. At least that's what they call me. My real name's Edward.
Edward Teach.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of me.
Yeah. I hear your
These
treasures.
dwarfs were on the islands, and they found my specter and trapped me in their baloney box.
Yeah. They're still looking for your gold in the Carolinas.
There is no gold.
When your ship sank.
You're still quite popular.
When your ship sank.
It did. We don't bring that up.
I apologize. I'm new.
So anyway, you can see he's like
Like-
borderline demon already. He's like 1 mark away from going straight to hell.
I mean, let's be real here. He was kind of pretty much there when he was alive.
He was a horrible person. He was a horrible guy.
It was the syphilis.
I don't know. I just died. And here I am.
Well, I didn't want him to hear that.
There's no gold, by the way. My gold was spent by my crew.
Ah.
I left it to them. Why would I give it to anyone else? No one liked me. I didn't like anybody. For obvious reasons. And he looks down at the ghost people. And you see the cop, like stuffed dude in the back of the car. Quit shitting yourself! Shuts the door. The fire department's now putting out the fire on
Okay.
the now burned up hearse.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Wynn, would you like to press charges? Yes, I
Oh.
would. She's like doing the with her handkerchief,
Uh-huh.
laying it up pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
She's yucking it up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You see the other guy is now being handcuffed to a gurney, and it's like they're giving him like fluids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see a ghost climb up out of him,
Mm-hmm. Naughty.
and it's this little old lady. Ah. And Blackbeard's, ha ha, that's good.
Mhm.
Ah, ah, ah. And she's, I think my work is done. Ah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I must be going. Sorry.
Okay.
This one was naughty. And she see her put on a some sort of head thing.
Okay.
And then she pulls a thing out of her bag, puts on a nun's outfit. And you see her
Okay.
pull out of her front pocket, her trouser pocket, a ruler. Don't be naughty. Got it, kids.
Do they get their pudding?
You can't have any meat.
He caught it.
Can't have any pudding.
Hold
You
on.
don't eat your meat. And I must go.
Yeah.
I have kids to look after. A lot of kids.
Where?
Everywhere. That's all.
Oh,
That's
She's
creepy.
more on the light spectrum.
okay.
She don't look like she has any points.
Uh-huh.
And like if you have any demon points, you feel kind of repulsed by her
Mm-hmm.
because one of the demons appears,
Mhm.
disappears, and it's going on all around you.
Mm-hmm.
One of them accidentally appears next to her. You hear shit.
So she's surrounded by a field.
Hmm?
She's surrounded by a field of power that protects her.
Something. You don't know. I must go. Not wise to mess with witches.
Yeah, but when they have information.
He has all the information you'll ever need.
She had my phone.
Quit being mean! You don't scare me. I was raised by nuns. Anyway. He comes back to. I swear to God, I'll make my bed and I'll pick up my room and I'll stop smoking. And he says, oh, where's my cameras? Because the firefighters are kicking them over.
That was a camera.
And the third guy, he tried to put up a bit of a fight
Mm-hmm.
after he woke up from getting knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. You don't fight the cops of the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a boot to the face. He's bounced off the concrete twice and then cuffed and stuffed. Miss Wynn, I am very sorry. I will have police circle your block hourly to make sure that none of these idiots, and he looks at the kids, continue to mess with you. Where's your mom at? Him. And you see the cop.
Right.
Grab the kid's ears. Old school 90s. Let's go. And he walks them over to the houses around the block. So things settle down.
Okay.
You guys, do you head back in the house or what do you do?
Yeah, I head back in the house.
Yeah.
You head back in the house and there's one little girl specter sitting across from her table.
Oh.
You hear this little light of mine.
That's
Can I
creepy.
try to? I'm gonna try to touch Bookwork. Can I tap Wynn on the shoulder and just like I'm gonna do two things. Can I use an action to tap Wynn on the shoulder, and then use some energy to like I don't know what's on the table, but like blow something over or something on the table just to like make it clear that
You're still
there's
there.
something there.
Sure.
Not that I'm still there, just like get her attention that there's somebody there
Okay.
at the
Go
table.
ahead.
Okay, that's a 3 to try to touch her, and a 4 to try and blow something over.
See one of the books. Boom. Oh, another guest. Jane. Assuming you're still there. She holds the chalk up. Where do you need your bones to go? Sets it down. And she sits down at the table again while you handle the chalkboard. What are you doing?
Is there anywhere I can communicate with her? Say, hey, I'm here too. Could I also sit in the chair, or is the chair gone? Or somebody's. Okay,
Well, there's 3 chairs.
Oh, okay.
I just sit in the chair. Sit in one of the
You
empties.
feel locked in. Boom, and then there's a boom, 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 boom. Oh, busy night. I am so sorry, everybody. And she looks crazy talking. Like to you, she don't look crazy, but she feels crazy talking to
She's
air.
essentially talking to herself, even though there's 3 other people.
And you can see on the look on her, the expressions on her face. She's questioned her own sanity multiple times, and she just speaks to the air. But she only validates it probably through the knowledge that she owns an Acropolis by accident. So, all that being said, she sits down. Well, who's here?
Bohannon, Colonel.
Soldier. What war were you in?
The last one.
Mark off. Or you got to roll
Oh, I
Right.
Take the higher number.
And as soon as I hear them start talking, I'm gonna tell him, "Hey, don't be vague.
I got a
Keep
6.
asking good questions."
and a 3.
I'm gonna tell him, "Hey, don't be vague. If you want something from her, just like, keep asking."
The war between the states.
Ah, Civil War soldier. North or the South?
North.
You'd have to roll again to answer that. But remember, you only get 4 frees, and then after that, you got to roll for them.
Okay. Still 2. Roll twice.
What is that?
That's a 3. Oh, another 6. Or 9. Do we have 9s?
Ah, we won. Thank you. So, what can I help you with?
I'd like to go home.
Respond with your rolls.
I think that's it.
Was that all 4?
Yeah, I think it was.
It's supposed to try to yell, be,
We got a 4.
don't be vague.
I got a 4.
I'll say that'll be your last one. It's for free, and then the other ones you got to try to use.
Okay.
Which is a single roll.
How many of those single rolls
And
do I
that'll
get?
burn all of your actions. Or no, it'd be more of a whisper, so it'd be burning all of your energies.
Okay, so it might have been 3. I forgot he got advantage. I think you might have 1 more.
Oh, okay.
for an advantage.
Well, let's see what she says to
Well,
me.
where is home? And how do you want to get there?
I'll just say heaven. I was being too vague. I should have said that.
Oh, we all want to go to the other side. But what's keeping you here?
I shoot at Emma. Could she see me? What I look
No.
like? Okay. I tried to shoot her mental image of what I looked like. Pieces missing, everything. Like
Okay.
I'm just trying to find myself. So, roll my roll or
You have to roll for it. Burn off an energy. Nope, single
Nope,
roll. What
just
was
single.
that?
3.
Fail.
Damn.
Doesn't work.
All right.
What do you write on the board?
The name of the church,
Okay.
and then can I let her know? Can I just write? After I write the name of the church, can I just write little girl sitting across from you?
Okay.
Or little girl across from you, whatever I can get out.
She doesn't read the board right away because she's invested in what's going on in front of her. She has put chairs in front of the door now
Mm-hmm.
and has shut all the curtains.
Yeah.
And the gargoyles.
Can you pet one of them?
And then boom, right through the wood.
Okay.
And you hear him turn back into stone. Night has fallen.
Mhm.
And the spirit's veil is thinnest.
Mhm.
Now, what are you doing?
Continuing to communicate with her. All right. So I just keep rolling, basically.
How much energy you got left?
1.
To say anything is going to take your last energy. Now, remember, there is a chalkboard on the wall with magical chalk. You
That
can
you
write
can
what
write.
you need. But I'll say at this point, with what you've been doing and how you've blown through a lot of your stuff, you're going to have like, to get it all out, you're going to burn through 2 actions and your last energy.
All right. Okay, so it's nighttime. Veil's at its thinnest. Okay. Go write everything down.
All right, what are you writing down?
Okay. My name is Lawrence Bohannon, Colonel. I died at Gettysburg at the Angle. I'm looking for all my pieces. That's pretty much it.
Okay. And it's hard for you to remember because you got shot in the head.
I got shot everywhere.
Yep, okay, smell.
Mm-hmm.
So, she stops speaking with you and interacts with the little girl. I guess our friend left. Let's see. Let's see. What is your name? Rachel. You can see her hair kind of extend. Where are you from, Rachel? I'm from Salem. Salem. Her hair gets longer.
Can I get a read on her? Am I picking up weird shit, like
Make a read.
demon shit? That's a 4.
Definitely.
Mm.
Like, not even on your scale. Like, off the fucking charts.
Real deal.
And, like, everything she's saying is a success.
I look at him and go, not good. Shut up.
I'm just like,
Well, when did you die? During the witch trials? Aisles? And it echoes through the house. Oh, you're mighty powerful.
Can I use, if I get 2 successfuls, do a poltergeist to yell out to Wynn and just to be heard, period. That way I know Wynn and Yoni. Use a poltergeist point to yell demons stop talking.
Yes.
A 5 and a 4.
Double success. Say, David, stop talking. You see her stop and sit up. You start to see her pour salt onto her table. It starts to she pulls out an old wooden stick. Makes a sigil. And then puts her hand on it. Energy. You guys are pushed to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Including this demon. She's up against the window like this. Ah, she's rich.
I'm just like,
Emerald Isle tactics. And then the laughter echoes through the house.
this all come from the little
I
girl.
was waiting
Yeah.
for one of you. You see her pull out a voodoo bag. I have ways of dealing with you. Starts to squeeze it. And the hair gets longer. Now it's across the floor. You start to see a really sharp-looking tail appear over the little girl's head.
Mm-hmm.
Leave. The demon chickens out. Gone. I think this will be the end of our business today. Because I'm not going to be attacked anymore by the living or the dead. Jane, and to the soldier if you're still here, I will help you. Jane, I'll take your bones to the church tonight. There's a mass. I'm not welcome there, but I'll explain myself the best I can to the pastor. To the soldier, please stay or come back, and I'll help you locate your items. You can see her stand up. Very fast movement. Just the salt was turned to dust, like sand dust. See her load her belt back up with devices, and she starts making incants, and she has a gem wrapped around her neck, and you see energy as she starts pumping it, and she starts saying some weird language.
Do I recognize any of this? If my mom had been doing
Make her read.
stuff and I got some taste of anything? That's a 6.
Your mom was more of a medicine woman. She wasn't really a witch.
Okay.
She had friends who were pagan, or of that time.
You mean she was like an herbalist?
Yeah, which at the time was considered
Witchcraft.
devilish. Because, you know, science isn't real. It's all about the God. So, all that being said, I'm not trying to offend you at home. It's just a game.
It's just, and
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, fact of the time period.
It's fact. We were stupid sideways. So, that being said, you knew of only one person who would speak like this in your city. They thought they were crazy, like a crazy person, because they were dropped as a kid or something. But this, you know, some of these words. Person would just keep repeating it. And it was the crazy old Miss Alma across the street from your house. Seems as though Miss Alma might have been a witch. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, she gathers your bones and she glances at the board. Ah, you are here. The ankle. Oh, I just watched a documentary on Discovery about this. Let me look you up. You see her set the bones on her table. She puts an aura of protection around it with salt, vinegar, and some sort of magic. You're not sure what it is. She don't see it. You see it. It's big. It's bad. And you like look at it. It's like you just hear.
I hear that. No, I'm like, it's me. I'm like,
the magic don't
really?
care who you are. It gave you a warning. So you go and she starts digging through the books. Oh, Colonel! Welcome. Pretty sure I know where you're buried, or where most of you is. You'd have to travel to this location, and she writes it on the chalkboard. Beautiful big letters.
Hmm.
And she's like, generally, here's where you'd be buried. But I don't know if all of you was found. So
Okay.
she gives you a location in the angle.
The angle.
The angle. So. You follow your bones out the door as she puts on a handkerchief over her head, because women back then wore them bags over their hair.
Oh yeah, they still exist.
It is dark.
Oh.
It is dark, and the way is long.
Yeah.
And the streets are, as you know, for Halloween, full of mayhem. And you start to see little trick-or-treaters running around with their horrible 90s costumes. And that's where we're going to take a break. We're going to order some food. We're going to check on some kids. We're going to make sure everybody's sane in the house and safe. And we'll see you guys in probably about 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
See you then. Well, hi there. We're back now.
We back for a bit.
We got about half an hour left, so we're going to dive right back into it. So, you guys are now on the road. She is walking to the church. It is dark. You see the little trick-or-treaters running around. Trick-or-treat!
As we're walking, I'm just gonna talk to him. Like,
Okay.
so Gettysburg, huh?
Yeah. I just look down. I just don't say anything. I'm just one of those quiet guys. Like quiet, seen too much, want to be left alone. Just do what I gotta do.
Well, I don't really have a destination after this, so
Yeah. So you got blamed for being a witch?
yeah, that was the time. You know, my mom dabbled and stuff.
Oh.
They did this tests, and survival instincts kicked in, and my parents taught me how to swim. So when I didn't sink to the ground, didn't sink underneath, they went, "Oh, hey, witch, she can float."
Yeah. Fortunately, Massachusetts is only named for, recognized for a few things. But
Well,
yeah.
anyway, if you're trying to find your body, trying to head upstairs, or
Wait, I thought we were walking on a road to where we had to go.
you're walking and talking, yeah.
No, I mean, are we heading to the location?
You're heading to a church.
Oh, a church. Okay. Yeah. I don't know much. I didn't believe. I mean, none of my family. We were all Mennonites. We didn't believe in any of this shit. And then I died, and now I do. So.
We weren't really much
It
for
is,
it.
and then it was.
We really weren't much for it either, but then a couple of days ago, priests started showing up in my life, and parts of me that got consecrated moved on to the heavens. So I'm just kind of rolling with that because I'm kind of over being on this earth. Nothing to do for 300 years.
Do you miss anything about being alive? I miss
Not
coffee. I'm a soldier. That was like a luxury. That was a huge
Not
luxury.
really. I mean, we had a sheep farm. We were wool merchants. I kind of just did that until I got married, but that didn't take because they killed me first.
Well, me and my family were from like the upper mountain part of Maine, part of the Appalachian, what's left of it. And we just had a cabin, big cabin, but it was still a cabin. Not quite dirt floor poor, but we raised hogs and had chickens, and we had a little field where we grew vegetables. I mean, we were poor. So we just wanted to make this country great again.
Well, once we're done here, I mean, I'm gonna be if all goes well, I'm gonna be down to the leg, but we don't really need
Yeah.
body parts like that. I can keep you company, go with you to Gettysburg. See
Yeah,
if
that'd
we
be
can find
great.
you.
Yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to be there because I don't know if you've seen me, but half of me is missing. A quarter of me, actually.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean those are been consecrated and have like gone to the other side. They could just be gone, just missing, so we don't have to worry about those.
I got a question for you. Can a ghost pull out a pipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
I pull out an old.
is yours.
I pull out an old. I mean, obviously there's no tobacco. Yeah. I'm just like.
You pretend, yeah.
You know.
Take it and just pretending to smoke
Okay.
out of habit.
I miss tobacco.
Well, you gotta think of the era. No, child's nasty.
Okay. So you guys make your way down the street. She keeps getting stopped by little kids. Are you a witch? She goes, yes, I am. She's gotten kind of used to the little kids, like, you know, and then like the parents kind of recoil because it's that type of society in the 90s. Which is kind of funny since, you know, the Satanic Panic was in the 90s and we're sitting here playing a tabletop game about Poltergeist. Oh, what a middle finger. So,
I don't know. I mean, if there's churches that have demons,
Now, then,
Mhm.
now, because foosball's the devil.
Foosball.
So you make it to the church after a few delays of parents being really crappy to this woman. And she walks up and she opens the doors and walks in.
Mhm.
You guys roll a d6 for me.
Mm,
3.
4.
You take 1 holy point of damage. You don't.
Okay, I have a question. Because I had a holy point of damage going into this, which I think was from either the Ouija board or when the priest came to the house.
It was when the priest came down.
Is that still there? Okay, cool.
So, because when you walk into a holy place, you're stepping through a threshold of somewhere that the living are normally there to talk to the heavens, if you will. So that being said, you walk in, you get hit with that wave of energy,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the pastor look at her and go, "Well, this ought to be good. Miss Wynn, what can I help you with?" As the parishioners are starting to walk in and do their pretty much protection nights,
Oh
prayers.
yeah, the people that are really weird about Halloween go spend all night in the church for protection. Yep. Uh-huh.
They don't want to be impurified. So those people are showing up at the church. It's a beautiful church.
Is this the same is this the same pastor that came to the house? Or is it someone else?
Someone else. No, you were in Detroit when you went to the house.
No, this was all in Salem.
Hmm?
I'm talking about a couple of hours ago with my mom and that going
Yes.
with that
Yes.
sheriff. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. I time traveled.
He was thinking that first.
Yeah.
I'm like Detroit? Okay.
Yeah, I studied in Detroit. It was a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What can I help with, Miss Wynn? Have you come to end your wicked ways? Not quite. I have a Miss Jane amongst me, and she wishes to go to the heavens. Jane. I think we're speaking about the same Jane. What have you got? Well, Miss Jane, her bones, I found them. He doesn't believe it. Okay. Well, let's see these bones. He needs them sanctified. Yes. I think I spoke with Miss Jane earlier. Oh, okay. And then there's another gentleman. Her name is Bucyrus.
No, it's
It's,
Lawrence Bohannon.
Lawrence Bohannon. I have Mr. Bohannon. He needs. I gave him a general direction, but I think he needs an allocation. I'm not sure I can help with that, but I can help Miss Jane. And he takes the bones. He doesn't believe her in the aspect of I just found them.
Mm-hmm.
He's just you're getting the inkling that he has suspected this woman of some sort of nonsense for some time.
I just hasn't been able to pin her on it.
It's more he just puts up with it.
Uh-huh.
It's easier.
Like, yeah.
It's one of those. It's like, yes. It's like, oh, it's you.
Like you want to
again.
crack
What
your
would you
neck
like?
right before you talk to her.
So he takes the bones
Mm-hmm.
and he puts you on the altar.
Mhm.
Bones on the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to say his little prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start to feel your left leg go numb.
Mm-hmm.
The one leg you have.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You stay here. I'll take care of the bones. Understood. When you hear the sneers and the hisses from the crowds, Miss Wynn stands there. if there's one thing,
Okay.
there's one demon in the church
Uh-huh.
sitting in the middle of the pews,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna take a quick
No,
break.
you not. Just go. I got this.
And she's gotta be.
Hey, mom's on it.
You not need to pause every time I gotta get up.
Okay.
Such a
I don't need to
gentleman.
pause every time she's got to take care of it, according to her. So that being said, there's one demon in the church. You can tell by his energy. He's sitting there in a black suit.
I just look at
and a
him.
tie.
I just keep looking
There's
at him.
no other spirits in this church. None.
I sit in the same aisle as he. I just watch.
He don't look at you.
I don't know. It's fine. I just sit next
His
to him.
hair is slicked to the side, and he's got a black cane and a top hat that's sitting next to him.
I kind of say to him, how funny would it be if I knocked that cross right off that wall?
He looks at you.
Let's see, if I only have one action point,
You would disappear. If you're out of energy
Yeah.
and action, you disappear.
how much of the day is left?
About 12 hours. And I would recommend not doing that if you want to get to Gettysburg.
Yeah. Or heaven.
Well,
I just want to scare these ignorant people out of this church. That would be funny. But I don't want to do that because something's going on. I can feel it. So I kind of sneer at him. It's like, no, I'm saving it. I'm waiting. I just look straight forward.
he sits up there and just continues to just stare daggers into the pastor.
Not in front of the pastor, are you? I kind of chuckle at him. I know who he is and what he is. I don't know who he is, but I know what he is. I'm just like, whatever, you're a joke. Because I don't believe in the evil. Huh?
No, I'm not.
Mm.
So, pastor makes his way into the crypt of the church and puts your leg bones with your other bones.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
so now you're legless with one arm. and a
Yeah.
head and a torso.
Time to dance!
That's right. Try to.
Do that do that thriller dance.
Well, what you do have in replacement is kind of like translucent arms.
Uh-huh.
Instead of having like a solid color to you, it's translucent. So there's stuff there. It's just translucent, meaning able to see through it.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that it's not working. It just means you have to have something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you look like a weird.
So, in that case, his stuff's probably just gone.
No, same thing. His is translucent, but
Okay.
something made its way to heaven, but not all of it.
Okay.
You mean like parts?
Yeah.
Fragments?
Yes.
Okay.
So like the half of you that's missing
Oh.
is gone. It's in
Okay.
heaven.
Right. So, like, somebody found a femur and transferred it.
Yeah. Whatever they
Well-
found of you is.
What they did back then. You want me to drop this real
Just
quick?
go with it.
All right. What they did back then, they had mass graves and they just had Catholic priests and whoever they can grab in the town, just mass, holy water, blade, whatever body parts they could throw away
Yeah.
to avoid the
We did the
hogs.
same thing. Yeah, right. But, that being said, we you watch
Mm-hmm.
as he comes back up and you see Jane change.
Mhm.
Then you just hear a lone clapping as the preacher reemerge.
It's
Coming
like,
from this one lone individual wearing a black suit. Has a top hat to his right. It has a nice shiny red dove.
Top hat. Okay.
does he have an accent?
Not that you've picked up yet.
Because I do. I do.
Okay, so this isn't the demon that's, like, been hanging around me.
Someone else. Good show, preacher man. Miss Wynn says, "Okay, well, I believe our business is conducted or concluded for this evening. Thank you for listening." It's always a pleasure, Miss Wynn. May God, and she goes, no, stop. Take care. Happy Halloween. Everybody. And she starts to just mumble nonsense and make herself look crazy. And she starts walking out, like doing a shake and like this type of thing.
I just want to do one
scaring
thing.
People.
I just want to do one thing. My last action. And then I'm going to go back into the house. I want the lights to turn off right when she's doing this. Like,
And the
darkness.
church?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Do you have any energy left?
I have 1 point.
How many points of action do you have?
I have 1.
So you'll have 1 action left if you try this. Try it. Roll for it.
Well, that's just an energy roll, though.
If you were depleted on energy and actions, you disappear for the day. For the rest of the time.
Yeah, but he has an action roll left. This would just be an energy roll.
I'm just reiterating that to the crowd. That's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah. But never mind.
Can I, as part of the action, can I send out like massive noises and shit? Damn. I'm not that demonic yet.
Just like bombs.
You have to manage it all yet.
What'd you roll?
A 6.
You just see him raise his rifle into the air over his head and shake it like Shaka Zulu. And you see the lights as Miss Wynn is boogie 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 boogie, and the lights go out and everybody screams. Ah! You hear the pastor go,
I'm just laughing.
not funny, Miss Wynn.
I'm not doing it. Yeah.
And she steps outside and goes, never for the witch. Isn't that right, Ruckus? The gentleman with the black suit on appears. And he stands in front of her. He puts his hat on his head. Spin. And she walks through him. She don't see him. But like you see her, she's got like a bag of some sort of beads on her belt that vibrates every time he's around her.
Okay.
Chill witch. Maybe you can help.
I was following her. I wasn't about to mess with this guy.
He's talking at you.
Okay.
Not to you, but at you.
At you.
You respond.
No. She's trying very hard to just ignore any demons around her.
Like more than normal, because it's all.
Oh.
So at this point, unless you want to continue to try to interact with Miss Wynn, your business is more or
Well,
less
it's done. I just
conducted.
want to try and thank her. So like when we get back to the house, kind of away from people, I want to. One. I would like to actually show myself and appear to her and thank her. If I can pull it off.
Okay. You guys make it back to the house without incident. The trick-or-treaters are still flying around, running through you guys.
She's not gonna see me, but she's gonna hear me thank her. I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Okay. She puts her stuff away. She hangs up her poncho. And she starts to get her pajamas on. Comes back downstairs and starts to make herself some food and whisper into her ear, "Thank you." You're welcome. Silence. Anything else?
Well, I mean, I'm gone. So, I mean.
You're not dead. You're not poofed.
Oh.
You're there. It's just you do one more thing.
You do one more. You got that last action. You got one more thing, and then you're off to it.
Can I just sit in the chair?
You're in time, huh?
Can I just sit in her chair?
Yeah.
And just sit there.
Okay. So you guys can converse as to what the next action is.
I think it's just Well, to Gettysburg. More poop to Gettysburg. She's got nothing to do.
That's all I'll say. You guys, yeah, you have no time when it's really.
Mhm.
You sit there, and the morning comes.
Mhm.
She's in bed. You guys converse the night away, or don't. You guys get all of your points back.
Mhm.
So go ahead and erase all the little marks you made on your boxes.
Mhm.
And then I'll say all but one energy point for both of you. You both lose one energy point as you both teleport to the city as it stands in 1992 of Gettysburg. And that's what we'll pick up next time, guys. We love you. We'll see you next time. Maybe we'll have a full table. Who knows? But again, this is the pickup game. We're going to be posting this game up, maybe for monetary value, as you coughed into the microphone very loudly.
My apology.
And we're going to post it up, maybe for some money, maybe not. But it's a fun pickup game for people to play. So, all that being said, we hope you're enjoying it. Let us know. And we'll see you next time. Have fun.
Chaotic.